Yo, Nakama around the world, welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's your boy Vim,
Yo,
your boy Serge,
Yo,
myself Rook. We're here once again to bring you another chapter review / discussion of One Piece chapter 994. My other name is Yamato. Before we get into that, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like. And we'd like to give a massive shout out and thank you to everyone that's been supporting us so far. Always appreciated. Well, guys, it's a big chapter, a lot of stuff going on. Let's get down to it.
Vim, hit him up, man.
front cover, right? I'm glad it's come to an end. However, I am very, very curious as to where it goes next. But let's just finish off by saying, well done to Gang Beige. Kept us entertained for the last few weeks. You can see my Sergio's face. I understand you really were. One of his crewmates has got married, of course. So Lola, all good. Nice little cursive writing. Finn, Gang Beiges, All My Family, final volume. The blissful ship sails on through celebration cannons. Generally, when Oda does this and he finishes off one story, he tends to bring us a bit of news to what's going on. But I don't want to speak too soon, but I am hoping maybe news around the world or something of that context. Well, let's wait and see. Let's get into the chapter. Where do we leave off? You might lose an arm if you go for a. You might lose an arm if you go for the king.
Real talk, man. So yeah, we pick up with where Kaido sliced off with his invisible, shouting or however his invisible blast, we'll call it, takes off. You see Kikunuju's arm falling and Kikunuju falling. You see then the minx. You got Inuarashi telling his subordinates, get away from the roof. You got Kinemon basically uses fire to kind of still the wound so it won't bleed. And then obviously Kikunoju's just smiling, taking it like a G, picks up the sword in the other hand. My man's telling, can you still go? Yeah, let's go. And then you know what, for me, I'm biased here. I'm falling in love with Kaido. And this for me is like the best part of the whole chapter. And I don't want to paraphrase. I'm just going to read it, even though it's a review. Yes, that sense of determination. I love the way of the samurai. Now, Roger and Whitebeard, they did it right. It may not be the way of the times anymore, but death is what completes a person. Isn't that true? So let's end this now. And Kaido has now come into his... I don't know if that's a hybrid form or just his regular form, yeah. But basically, he's no longer a dragon, and his fists are blazing with veins. His face is looking serious, and I think some people are gonna get it now. I think it's time where the tides are gonna change, and certain people are gonna get smashed. What do you guys think?
Good. I'm excited. He has been able to do techniques which are beyond comprehension at this moment. And that was in his dragon form. So the techniques he will be able to do in whatever form he's in now, whether it's hybrid or in his normal state of form, and the fact that he's excited is making him more and more happy of the whole situation. Like he's praising them because he likes that, and he's inviting them to say, if Roger and Whitebeard can die, maybe you might be good enough. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's been that whole thing with him trying to commit suicide, but I think like the way Oda's building up Kaido, to me, he's a real warrior, a legit real warrior. Like he believes in the warrior code. There's a certain like ethic to him. So like when he bigs up the samurai, you can take it as genuine. Like literally, he's got a genuine respect for these people.
Do you know what's crazy? Yeah? I think he loves them to the point where that's what he wanted to follow. He wanted to follow their code. If it was another way, it wasn't the pirate, it's a samurai way. And the pirate just fall into the format.
And it's quite honorable. Like I think he likes the honor within it. So like, let's battle to the death. Me and you, fair and fair. So determined true strength. Another thing you mentioned, Serge, that's interesting, and I'm most probably just off of this. But is it certain that he's not in his hybrid form now and hasn't always been?
I have no idea. That's what I'm asking. So it's like I said, it's mad interesting right now. Like that's the thing. Like with the picture, it's a bit unclear. Like obviously he looks like his regular self, but we can't really see the whole body and the makeup of it. So he very well could like have entered his hybrid form. The only reason I say no is because I think they're gonna save that for the grand fight with Luffy and that. Because I think it's a thing where Luffy's gonna be the one to push him into that hybrid form. It's the only thing that kind of makes sense for me.
We move on to with Kinnamon's response, right? And this is, you've got to give it to them. They're not backing down. There's no fear in their hearts. And you know what? This is quite new to what from the whole story. Like there's never been a point where there's been such a standoff where with other characters. There's normally been some sort of, how are we going to do this? So these characters that always got the scabbards, he's made them in a resilient way where this is it. Throw yourselves into the fire and let's see what happens.
Like Oda's kind of like, it's almost like a feeling where he's kept us guessing. Like, first of all, they're a lot stronger than we thought they were.
Yeah.
One. But more importantly, it's a thing of where there is the element of, I think they know they're going to their deaths. This is more about respect.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, you mugged our lord, we couldn't do nothing, so we're gonna cut. Like, we either die by your hand or we kill you.
Yeah.
And I think they know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're expecting to beat Kaido because, like I said, you should be able to tell with Haki who's stronger than you, like if it's close or not, kind of thing. Maybe they feel like with many of us we can. Maybe that's what's going on here now with that fight. And like I said, for me, Kaido is the champ of the chapter, man. Like that little line where he bigs up Roger and Whitebeard, and you could tell it's genuine. He's talking about death, and oh man, it's just another level, man. Like it's beautiful stuff to watch. Like seriously.
Yeah, definitely. There's levels to how complex a character can be, and Kaido's one of those great characters that you can just have so much fun with. And I can't echo it enough that he's gonna get even deeper about death and life and what he can achieve and what he's trying to achieve, and he's gonna keep growing. So yeah, it's perfect.
Then we jump. We've got Luffy, Jinbei, and Sanji just mowing people out the way. And it's been a common theme recurring in chapters. We get introduced to like these new headliners who clearly they're meant to be kind of semi-strong. So we've got Fortrix, a chicken smart fruit user. I love the design. Looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then you got Hamlet, Animal Kingdom Pirates headliner, Giraffe smart fruit user. And they literally just get one shot. So, I mean, you know, enough is enough of this. Like, I know maybe it has to happen. Like, you're building suspense. But it's right now, it's like, it literally is a bunch of nobodies. And the only thing I'm glad is he's not making Luffy and that waste energy. He's actually, you know, showing like this ain't on our level, but it's how soon we're going to go. The big part of the chapter is what we learn more about this Oni plague thing. So people have a time limit. Like in 1 hour, you're dead after being infected. But as we suspected, you've got Chopper there basically saying, clever, like, I can't make the antidote, but likely the user will have the antidote on him. And lo and behold, somehow Apu's got it.
Do you reckon that's a genuine claim, or is it if it's I don't know, a game, just a pure game?
No, Queen plays genuine games. He's sadistic. But the other thing was, I don't think he cares about Apu at all, which was clear. So when he did that, he sort of said, I don't like you, to be honest, but at the same time, I'm going to get you involved in this game because this is what it's about. And then he also warned Apu, if you lose, I'm going to kill you. So it's lose anyway. So she's going to get chased down.
The only thing that I was going to add to that, this could, like, in the context of, you know, the idea that the supernovas all link up, this could be a reason for Apu to turn.
Oh, I didn't
Perfect opportunity.
Okay.
That makes sense.
If that's the case, you get what I mean? It's like, all right, you know what? Like, clearly, these guys don't rate me. I definitely can't get out of this, so I might as well side with them and, mess with these guys. Like, this is the way it's going. Because I'm sure he didn't expect to get a death sentence with some nonsense task that he probably didn't want to be a part of. So,
yeah.
You know what? I didn't even think about it. That's quite true.
I only thought about that just now. But it makes sense. So you got Zoro's there, Robin's there, cutting, keeping people out of the way. You can see that they're using wood to hit them, like, because clearly they don't want to hurt them because some of them is mixed up with their allies. But yeah, so that's the way it's gonna go. Zoro's kind of been. What I want to know is, why has Zoro been separated from Luffy and the others? It must be to serve some kind of purpose. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about that. What you saying?
I think it's reservation. I think you keep Zoro here so that he doesn't use his energy or have to show off what he has, and then later he springs into battle.
Kind of similar to the way King isn't with Kaido, right?
Issue with Zoro's in a mix of it. I mean, in a sense where right now he's in the middle where all the isonies are.
Yeah.
Would he not be considered in using any energy at this current moment?
I don't think to like levels of where he's about to. He can die here, of course. It's quite easy to get caught by a bullet, but it's not a Zoro versus Mihawk situation where it's like I need to put everything into this.
Fine.
It's still kind of scrubs apart from Queen, but
fine.
It's nothing big.
Then going back to Sergio, your question, where is Zoro going? It depends what Aku leads him to.
That's actually a big battle there, actually.
A big battle, but to an extent, if we go to the degree of if Aku changes sides, right? Aku could lead Zoro into one of the Tobiroto.
That's fair point.
Yeah. Could be that.
I think because if we go back a few pages and they say it's Straw Hat and Jinbei, and then someone then says, why didn't you mention Blackleg? I think Oda's going to bring Sanji back here in a big way, in the sense of he's gonna shine very soon within the next few chapters, I think. So I think Zoro's gonna have a matchup like Vim just said, and I think Sanji's gonna have his matchup presented to us now.
Yeah, I think or maybe like their preliminary matchups. Because like I said, that's what I think should happen. Because now I think it's time for the Tobiropo to kind of get involved and kind of serve their fights.
Yeah, they have been left out for a little bit, right? We've seen who's who pop up here and there. We've seen OT and Page 1. Now we've got Sasaki in the picture, and we know Drake's turned sides anyway. So I think it's about time as well. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
We then get back to the scene we were left with. Yamato Shinobu's hurt, and Momonosuke's there, and we've got an interesting dialogue where Yamato's explaining to Momonosuke that what she saw and what she witnessed. She's very passionate.
Yeah. So
it's sort of trying to make sure that Momonosuke understands. Listen, I'm here for you. What do you guys think?
It does make me wonder what. Okay, I know. I get she loved Odin's ways of doing things, and I guess that kind of does warrant why she's so passionate about it. But then it makes you wonder why so much, though. What has made you say you would die for Momonosuke? Why? Or Kazuki, I should say.
It's her being present at Odin's death. I think that was the biggest impact. It's not so much. Obviously, she probably would have known what he was doing, but she was there. Like, she watched him save the crew. She watched him endure the boiling oil and whatever it was. Like she saw her dad waste him. So I think it's more that moment in itself was the biggest moment that did everything.
I guess, yeah, looking back at it, she watched her hero die by her dad's hand.
Truly heroic. Like what he did was like another level of heroic.
He stood there for an hour. He held them all on his back.
That's her seeing that, thinking about it, must really demonstrated what true strength is.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
She one-shots one of Sasaki's subordinates easily, and she makes a proclamation. I used your father's name earlier, but my other name is Yamato, and I would die for you. So it's definitely...
did it for Momonosuke of all people, because it's like, yeah, I call myself Odin, but because that's, I don't want to disrespect that you know who your dad is. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like her way of saying, like, I respect your dad. Like, so this is who I am, and I live for you.
That this technically is Akazaya 9 are his kind of his retainers, but this is kind of her first retainer, Yamato.
What do you mean? Oh, like Momonosuke's?
Yeah, This is
Yeah,
the
I
first
can see that.
person. Well, I guess what's his name? Kinemon has said, "I will die for you too," but this is like the first person that we've seen in the New World say, "I'll die for you." So it's like I serve you.
It's not just that. It's like if somehow they kind of die against Kaido, it's only like you would, when everyone leaves Wano and my man's ruling Wano, like you're gonna need someone to be his retainer, right? So how fitting, like the former Wano's like ruling class.
Yeah.
That's how, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then, and that's how the chapter really ends, man. So I'm expecting an incoming fight between Yamato and I believe that Sasaki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we're going to see some more fights emerge. I think we're going to see bits, drips and drabs of, you know, maybe what Kaido does to the scabbards. That would be cool. But yeah, lots of different directions, man. So it's a lot in the chapter, nothing too deep, apart from Kaido's speech. But yeah, like I was feeling it. It's just kind of moving in the right direction. I'm just glad that we've got another chapter coming next week. I think that's what it said, right?
No, it's on a break, I think.
No.
Oh, it is, yeah.
November 15th.
Okay, I spoke to you soon, guys.
Yeah. We're having a break, but we are expecting big things in the next chapter from the South that he's done. And the fact that he's gone he sort of jumped scenes to different parts of the fight, he's setting up everything for the next one, so it'll be good.
Yeah, he's managing a lot of things simultaneously. So yeah, it's kind of a lot to take in. It's cool, enjoyable.
Let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts, what you thought of the chapter, what your predictions are.
And if you haven't already, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to share the video. The more you share, the more we grow.
But from Kankazaki Corner, it's that time again. Peace out.
Peace out.